Ryan Jones.
Well, taking a look at our time lapse from today, you can see mostly cloudy skies, a bit of sunshine poking out into this afternoon and evening. Overall temperature is not too bad, topping out at 87 degrees. I was 1 degree off, getting that great sunset thanks to some of the sun poking through the clouds, but going to see some pretty similar conditions going into tomorrow and holding on to a lot of that cloud cover tonight. So it's cooling off pretty slowly. 79 degrees what we're at right now, 77 for both Sterling City and Robert Lee off towards the north, and pretty popular number I-10 also coming in at 77 for Sonora and Junction as well. So only about 3 degrees from El Dorado to here at that 76-degree mark. Humidity pretty high as well. All of us still in those 60s. We were seeing that yesterday as well, still dealing with this southerly flow. 65 here in town, 63 there in Ballinger, 67 in Junction. All of us in the 60s and 70s for those relative humidity indices. And as we go through the next couple of days, still going to be hanging out with quite a bit of muggy moisture into the atmosphere. By about Wednesday is when we finally start to get a little bit of an intrusion of that dry air. You can see these browns working their way back into the western Concho Valley, but still the rain chance is not going to be quite done there. You can see here on the upper level pattern, this is our current weather maker, this big upper level trough, this swirl in the atmosphere. You can see this big dip working its way over towards the east, sending all this energy into our upper atmosphere, helping these rain chances, but mainly so far it's been off towards the west. Still going to be that story for the next couple of days. As we go into next weekend, still going to be seeing some of these short waves, but already by the time we're in Saturday to Sunday, have our eyes on that next weather system pushing into the west coast. So going to see how that affects our weather pattern going into the month of May as well. For right now, the severe weather outlook really targeting areas into the Dakotas and Nebraska, as well as the Panhandle for today and parts of the western Concho Valley, very far western Concho Valley. Tomorrow it starts to include a few more of us, even that level 2 out of 5 risk for Sterling County and through that Wichita Falls area into Oklahoma. But by the time we're going into Tuesday, that's when we start to see a little bit more of it working into the area. You see that level 2 out of 5 risk coming here through San Angelo and into Crockett County Junction, escaping the severe chances, but still all of us need to be on alert as we go into severe weather season. Not really quite done with it yet, especially as we go into May. The most tornadoes happen in May. As we look at the current radar, you can see not too much happening compared to what we saw yesterday with all the tornado watch boxes and severe thunderstorm warnings. A little bit of storms into the mountains of Mexico, further west of the Concho Valley as well. A little bit of that shower activity towards Fort Stockton, but around the area right now, not seeing too much, mainly just some of that cloud cover off towards Kimball County and McCulloch County. Here in Tom Green County, starting to clear out a little bit as well, but going to see a resurgence of this cloud cover going into the overnight hours. Take a look at the futurecast here. You can see how we start to get a little bit more of that cloud cover in effect. And by tomorrow afternoon, 2, 3, 4 p.m., those storms start to fire off towards the west and moving their way in. We'll see how many can get their way into the area as we go through the evening hours. Just need to be on alert for that. Only about a 20 to 30% chance for these. And really, that's going to be the similar story going into Tuesday as well, really through these next few days. Storms firing off towards the west, pushing their way in, really trying to dissipate as well as they work into the area. But we'll see if they just miss San Angelo or not. All of us not going to quite see rain, but a few of us are going to be lucky to get under some of those downpours as these next few days roll around. By Wednesday, we start to clear out a little bit as we go into the afternoon, so going to look forward to that as we see those 90s return by Thursday. So for tonight, pretty warm out there under all the cloud cover, 68 degrees, 20% chance of some rain out west, winds out of the south-southeast 10 to 20 miles an hour, winds still out of the south 10 to 20 tomorrow as we go through the day. Daytime highs pretty similar to what we saw today, 87 degrees, and that chance of a storm or two out towards the west. And as we're looking at that commute for tomorrow, you're looking pretty good in the morning, just pretty cloudy out there, but as we go into the evening, that's when I'm going to have that yellow alert on there for maybe some isolated storms if you're heading out west. I think if you're heading out east, going to be probably pretty fine for that commute. Through the 7-day forecast, you can see going to be dealing with these rain chances pretty much every day except Thursday. That's when we see some more sunshine pop out and those 90s make their return. And as we go into the first weekend of May, those rain chances make their return 30-40% with daytime highs hovering around that 80-degree mark. That's going to be all.